The Microsoft Lumia 640 and Microsoft Lumia 640 XL look like much more mature devices. The Lumia 640 has a 5IN 720 x 1280 resolution display, with 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of storage, and is powered by a 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 400 processor. It has an 8-megapixel camera, accompanied by a dynamic LED flash, and there's a 1-megapixel snapper up front. The phone has NFC built-in and comes in 2 versions. While Microsoft stated a European price of €139 for the 3G phone and €159 for the 4G version, UK pricing is quoted as starting from £99.99. And there's one further incentive to opt for the Microsoft phone, just like recent budget tablets, the Linx 8 and Bush MyTablet 8, for example. The Lumia 640 will come with a 1-year subscription to Office 365 Personal, which will also allow you to install the software on one other laptop or PC. In keeping with previous Nokia-branded Lumia handsets, the 640 majors on brightly colored plastics, and the build is pretty solid. The orange version we tried out had a glossy finish, not unlike the finish seen on the Lumia 735. It's impressively slim, too, measuring 8.8 mm from front to back. For a low-cost device that's pretty good. However, it isn't the lightest phone around, tipping the scales at 145 grams. All the buttons and sockets are in their customary Windows Phone positions, with the volume and power controls on the left-hand edge, the headphone socket on the top and the micro USB socket on the bottom edge. Flip off the rear, which can be replaced with the optional wireless charging cover, and you'll see a removable battery and a micro SD slot for storage expansion. The screen, thankfully, uses IPS technology, and on first impressions it looks pretty decent. Brightness levels were good enough to overcome the intense lighting on the Microsoft stand, and viewing angles are excellent. The resolution isn't as high as pricier flagships, but 720 x 1280 still gives you a pixel density of 294 ppi, which means most people won't see the pixels until they view the screen from closer than 12 inches. In another nice touch, the screen is topped with Gorilla Glass 3 and employs Microsoft's clear black tech to keep reflections and glare at bay. The Lumia 640 XL has a similar set of specs to the 640, but it has a significantly larger 5.7-inch screen, and an improved 13-megapixel camera with Carl Zeiss optics of the two. This is the phone that looks the most interesting. Where the 640 looks every inch the budget Windows Phone device, the Lumia 640 XL's design is more attractive to our eye. It's still all plastic, but feels surprisingly high quality, with a matte finish. We wouldn't choose the white version pictured, though, as it's likely to get grubby very quickly. The screen, as with the 640, is an IPS effort, topped with Gorilla Glass 3, and uses clear black tech. Our initial impressions of the quality are similar, too, but with a lower pixel density of 258 ppi it does look a little more pixelated than its smaller sibling. More impressive than this, however, is the price for the larger version of the 640 is only a touch above £200, at £219 for a SIM-free 4G option.